Do you see a time, Mr. President, when there could be normal trade between the U.S. and Russia? Should your meeting go well, should there be peace?
I do, yeah. Russia has a very valuable piece of land. If Vladimir Putin would go toward business instead of toward war, it's a warring nation. That's what they do. They fight a lot of wars. A friend of mine said Russia's tough because they just keep on fighting. They beat Hitler, so did we. And they beat Napoleon. They've been doing this for a long time. I asked a question to a very, very smart man that some people like and some people don't like. Viktor Orban, right? From Hungary, the head of Hungary. And he's in that same area and knows the two countries very well. I said, this was before Biden didn't do anything to get us out of it. He could have gotten us out of that. It would have never happened. I said, so can Russia be beaten by Ukraine? He looked at me like, what a stupid question. He said, Russia's a massive country, and they win their country, and they win their life through wars. They fight wars. That's what they do. He said, China beats you with trade. Russia beats you with war. That was a very interesting statement. China's not beating us with trade, not when I'm in charge. But they were beating Biden with trade, but they never beat us with trade. Don't forget, China had to pay $400 billion worth of tariffs when I was last time. That was last time. And if we didn't have COVID, all of this stuff we would be loaded. We're finding hundreds of billions of dollars of cash is pouring into our country now because of tariffs. And all we're doing is we're doing what they do to us. It's so beautiful to see it. They found last month, as you saw, $25 billion of excess cash flow. They're saying, where did it come from? I said, I'll tell you where it came from. It came from a place called Tariffs, and we're doing very well. We're really doing well. But I expect to have a meeting with Putin that I think it'll be good, but it might be bad. And I'm here for one reason, to get rid of a war that somebody else started. Should have never happened. And if I could end it, great. Complex war, a lot of bad blood, But Zelensky's been there for 3.5 years. So if you put him in a room, now I will say this, ultimately I'm going to put the two of them in a room. I'll be there or won't be there. And I think it'll get solved. Yeah, please be.
At a White House press briefing, President Trump discussed the possibility of resolving the Russia-Ukraine war through diplomacy and the potential for normalized trade between the U.S. and Russia if peace can be achieved. He described Russia as a nation with a long history of warfare, noting their toughness stems from fighting and winning many wars, including conflicts against Hitler and Napoleon. Citing a conversation with Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban, Trump explained that while China competes through trade, Russia is a country that prevails through war. He emphasized that under his leadership, China has not beaten the U.S. in trade, highlighting tariffs imposed on China totaling $400 billion, which have generated significant revenue for the U.S. government. Trump pointed out that tariffs have resulted in billions of dollars flowing into the country, referencing a recent $25 billion surplus attributed directly to these trade measures. Regarding the ongoing conflict, he expressed cautious optimism about an upcoming meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin, stating that the meeting could be either successful or unsuccessful, but that his main goal is to end a war that he believes should never have started. He acknowledged the complexity of the situation and the deep-rooted hostility involved, mentioning Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's involvement in the conflict for over 3.5 years. Trump expressed his intention to bring both Putin and Zelensky together in negotiations, with or without his direct involvement, confident that the conflict can ultimately be resolved and peace restored.